I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make one of my childhood favorites, patels. Now, in any Italian household, you know around Easter, there are plates and plates of patels like every day that we just keep on munching on. They're super easy to make, very few ingredients, things you probably already have on hand. So let's go over them so we can get started. You need some all-purpose flour, some regular granulated sugar, eggs, unsalted butter, melted, a little bit of milk, some almond extract, vanilla extract, baking powder, salt, lemon. So like I said, very few ingredients. Now, I do want to point out something. Traditional patels are used anise extract or anise. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's very licoricey taste. I love black licorice. I love fennel, but I don't like anise extract. I do not know why. I don't like it at all. So my grandmother used to make it for me with almond extract, which is also another flavoring that you can buy patels. You can buy patels bunch of different flavors. Anise, which is traditional. You can buy them chocolate. You can buy them almond flavor. So I'm going to make mine almond flavors because it's just what I remember eating as a kid, because my grandmother always made them this way for us because I didn't like it any other way. So very straightforward recipe. When I tell you, everything goes into a bowl and mix it. I'm doing this in my standing mixer, but obviously you can do this in your regular bowl with a whisk. It'll be just fine. Now, the milk, don't put the milk in yet because you might need it and you might not. And you might need just a teaspoon or a tablespoon or a couple tablespoons of milk. You just never know. Remember, when cracking eggs, always do it in a separate bowl. Put them right in. And this is just regular unsalted butter that I've melted. And all the ingredients and everything for this will be on my website at www.laurinthekitchen.com. So you can find the whole recipe there. You can print it out so you can put it right on your kitchen counter while you make these. The baking powder and the salt. And vanilla extract, about a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And the almond extract, about a teaspoon. But you really want to measure this because almond extract is very strong and a little bit goes a long way. So there's a huge difference between a teaspoon and a teaspoon and a half. It would ruin the batter. So for me, a teaspoon is perfect. And now, my grandmother always put a touch of lemon zest in hers. And I really believe that it makes a world of a difference because they are so sweet that it kind of needs something to kind of cut it, and I don't know why. She just always made it, and I never made them any other way. So just a touch, and the almond and the lemon go together so well. So I'm just gonna close this up, start to mix it. Whoop, you know what? It would be nice if I actually hooked up my bowl. Here we go. And now I'm just gonna see. Here we go. I'm just going to put a little bit of milk because it does need it. The batter is done. I've added about a tablespoon and a half of milk, and you can use any milk. You can use fat-free milk, non-fat milk, 2%, whatever you have on hand. Now I'm just going to grab a spatula, and I'm just going to mix it from the bottom to make sure everything is incorporated. And the batter is done. Now, how easy was that? And like I said, you don't need a standing mixer for this. A regular bowl and whisk works just fine. And, Easter's right around the corner. And like I said, it wouldn't be an Italian household without patels all day, every day to munch on from now until then. So I'm just going to clean up, get my patel maker out, and we'll start making them. My patel maker is nice and hot. Now, giving you an amount of how many of these makes isn't really helpful because every patel maker is different and they come in different sizes. As you can see, mine's a little bit on the smaller side, so it'll make quite a few patels. But giving you a time of how long they should cook and stuff isn't really useful. You should really read the manufacturer's instructions on how long they cook and so on and so forth. So I just sprayed it with some nonstick cooking spray, and now my patel maker takes about a teaspoon of batter each, and I just put it right in the middle. And I'll show you. It is a little time consuming, but it's just something I enjoy doing so much because I just remember doing it with, my grandparents, and just puts me into the Easter holiday spirit. Close this up. And now this is going to tell me when it's ready. Now it's going to go to red because it means it's baking, and then when the light goes green, it means it's ready. Now when these come out and they're still warm and pliable, I'm going to show you a couple little tricks you can do as far as like forming these into making them like different shapes and using them for different things. Now my first batch is done, and the first batch is always like, you know, the mess up batch as I call it. So with this, I'm just going to show you a quick little trick. To make little cups out of them, you just take them, you put them on a cup or anything like that, maybe like an upside down muffin pan, and you let that cool. Now this is a little bit too big of a cup, so it won't really work as well, but it forms like a little, you know, like a little cup. You can do that, or you can take a little instrument like this and wrap them around, that you have like a cannoli shell. You know, there's so many different things you can do with these, but we're gonna make traditional patels today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish making the rest of them. Last batch done. Now I just remove them to a wire rack, just separate them, and then just leave them on there for a couple minutes till they cool completely, and then put them on a little plate or something, and they're done. So good. You know, one of my favorite things to do with these is make like little ice cream sandwiches. So good. And I'm almost ashamed to admit this, but I made a whole batch last night because I had friends over, and they're gone because it's exactly what we did. We made ice cream sandwiches and we ate them like literally for hours because they're so little. It's like girl method. Because they're little, you feel like you can eat them like, oh, I'll just have 2 or 3. Like the calories don't matter. But these are absolutely delicious, and as you can see, super simple, super easy. A family tradition that I will keep with me and do it year in and year out because I absolutely adore these. To get this recipe and other recipes, check out my website at www.laurendakitchen.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi guys, I have some great and exciting news to share with you. I now have an app. You can find me on iTunes. You can use it for your iPhone, your iPod Touch, and your iPad. You can take me to the grocery store. You can take me to your very own kitchen. You can take me to your living room. I've included some of my favorite and most popular recipes from my show. Anything from pot roast to pizza to brownies to cookies. There's something for everybody. I've also included a recipe converter so you can convert my recipes to metric if you ever need to. I've also included links to my social media pages so you can keep up with everything I'm doing. Now to get my app, open up your app store on your device and search for Laura Vitale or Laura in the Kitchen. Now I have a lot of exciting updates coming for this app, so stay tuned.